Hey guys, it is Jennifer Don Gaviola, and it's been a minute since I've done a Facebook Live, so I wanted to do a special one today, this morning. This one I'm calling a VDay Q&A. Yesterday was Valentine's Day, and I wanted to do something special for y'all. I was thinking of doing it yesterday, but I just decided to just spend some time, quality time with my sweetheart, and also some quality time with myself. That's what I really encourage you to do. Whether or not you celebrate Valentine's Day, I do encourage you to really take some time to give yourself some love and give yourself just some quality time to honor what you need, and definitely spend time with people that you love, but definitely pour a lot of love into yourself, because your relationship with yourself determines the relationship with everyone in your world. So the more love you can pour into yourself, then you can give from your overflow to others. So okay, so let's get started. So this VDay Q&A, I actually received a couple of questions that I wanted to share to make it easier for you as you continue to grow your business as an introvert. So 2 questions I received. One was how to navigate the noisy online world as an introvert. And I got that from Teresa. And the second question is how to do business in a genuine way as an introvert. And that one was from Monica. Excuse me. Excuse me. So let's get started. So the first question, how to navigate the noisy online world as an introvert. Okay. So this is an interesting one because the internet feels very vast, and it feels like this big black hole of a void, and it's kind of overwhelming to think about the whole internet looking at you if you get online, especially on video. And so what has been helpful for me is, and this applies to not just on the online world, but in real life, is you have to, because we as introverts have a really rich inner world, and we have really strong intuition. It's really important to leverage that strength and trust in your discernment. Trust in your discernment, because how you navigate the noisy online world is you have to allow yourself to feel into where you resonate with the right people, whether that be in Facebook groups, as you're meeting people online, one-on-one, offline. You have to be able to trust in your instincts, your intuition, your discernment to know, is this the right fit? Do I feel like this is the right fit for me in terms of, let's say you're looking to meet new people, network online, I guess. Pay attention to groups where you feel in your body, where you feel at ease, where you feel light, where you feel like it almost feels like home. Because I've been a part of both types of groups, both one where it feels very noisy and it feels very aggressive, the energy, it feels in a way sort of chaotic. And I just noticed I don't feel at ease, and I don't feel like I want to engage. Whereas I've been in other groups where the environment feels a little bit more organized and peaceful, and even paying attention to the dialogues within the group. It just feels like there's inclusivity, there's less competition. And so I encourage you to pay attention to how you feel when you're in these online groups, or when you're talking with different people online, talking with potential clients. Pay attention to how you feel energetically, because you need to have a sense of, even though it is kind of nerve-wracking to be put yourself in a new environment, okay? But pay attention to how you naturally feel around certain people, around certain groups, because that discernment is going to show you where you have that energetic resonance, because that resonance is going to, that is a way to connect with the right people without having to figure out, is this the right fit from a logical place? This is really about like connecting like from your heart to another person's heart. When you can feel that resonance, you feel a sense of ease. And that has really helped me navigate, especially with finding ideal clients. There needs to feel like there's a mutual respect, there's a mutual level of ease. There just needs to be some comfort. Even if you don't know the person, you just can feel in your gut. Think of a time when you met someone, it felt like you just hit it off. There's natural chemistry as a friend. And think of a time where you met someone where it just wasn't a good fit. Remember how that felt in your body, and that will help you navigate, where do I hang out online? Who do I talk with? And don't ignore the signs, because you can tell. Trust yourself, because how you navigate the noisy online world is, there's always going to be noise, but you have to like move toward and lean into spaces where it feels like home. I don't know how to describe it, because I've seen that. Like, I follow a lot of people on Instagram, I follow people on Facebook, and the people that I feel the most drawn to, it's like, it feels like you can feel their heart. There's a vulnerability, there's a warmth, there's a tenderness, an ease, and honesty. And that's how I show up. So I look for places and people that also reflect those qualities. So I hope that's helpful. And give yourself time too, because it's not like you're going to automatically, okay, going to find the perfect space, the perfect people. It takes time, but pay attention to what you're interested in, what you want to learn. But what I found is what will help determine where a space where you feel like you can thrive and grow and connect with more ideal people and clients is trusting your discernment, trusting your heart, trusting your instincts. Does this space, does this person make me feel like home? Do I feel acknowledged? Do I feel seen? That feeling of ease and is really how it's going to help you to move forward and develop stronger connections. Okay, so that is the first question, and which is a perfect segue to the second question. How do I do business as an introvert in a way that feels genuine in my approach? Okay, so as far as we have to trust our discernment, right? We've already established that. And when you're doing business, I don't know exactly what your business is, Monica, but when you're doing business, it's really important. Doing business is not about a transaction. It's about creating genuine connection, regardless of what your business is. We are dealing with people, human beings. And so it's really important to start off framing that when you're connecting, when you're sharing your business, right? It's not about, hey, I need to get things. I need to get people. I need to get money. It's really about, what can I give? Really focusing on creating connection rather than transaction. You have to create connection, genuine connection. And so that starts with you. Again, trusting your discernment. You have to feel comfortable with like you speaking from your heart and connecting from that way, because that's the only way other people, the right people, will really see you and feel you when you really show up in that way and connect from a heart-centered place. Because we as introverts, we really thrive with intimacy. How I've grown my business is really connecting with people one-on-one and really getting to know who they are, what's important to them, what are they struggling with, and then really putting myself in their shoes and remembering what that was like to struggle in that way, and seeing where or how I can be of service to that person. Not, okay, this person has a problem and let me pitch myself so they can buy from me. That that it feels very cold and transactional. And again, like, we're trying to build long-term connections with people, long-term relationships. That's how people are going to remember you and continue to work with you. It's because they feel really acknowledged and seen and supported by you. It's not just a cold transaction, you know. So so what's really important, like, okay, you think about, how am I going to establish this connection with someone, and you treat them how you want to be treated as well. So it's, again, you're developing this friendship, you're developing this relationship, online or offline, but you talk to people like you're human, like how you would like to be treated. So that's really an important thing to start with as you're putting yourself out there, is that how you engage with people is through connection. How can you be of service? What can you give? Like, being in that posture of service is really going to set you apart, because people will feel the purity of your intention to be of service. Let's see. So that's the first part of just establishing that connection, so you can really have genuine engagement with people, right? As far as how to do business in a genuine way. But it all starts with you being really genuine and connected with yourself. That's why we started off the talk this morning with just trusting your discernment, trusting yourself. Because the more you do that, then the more connected you are with yourself, the more connected you can be with others. So that's really important. And then a second part of this, as far as doing business as an introvert, is like, how do you promote yourself? And this is something that I have experimented with over the past 10 years. And when you're putting yourself out there and sharing your message, sharing your story, it is important to be clear on what you do and how what you do helps, right? So that's really important to clearly communicate what you do, what you stand for, and then how can this really help benefit your ideal clients. So that's a given, that we all have to be clear on how and communicating that. But the style in which you communicate that, how you set yourself apart, is what is the creative energy that you put forth in terms of putting yourself out there. Do you like to write? Do you like to be on video? Think about how you like to express yourself, because it's one thing to share helpful content, which is very important, but what sets you apart really is your energy, you know? I've heard a lot of people say this, your energy is your currency, which I agree. Like, what sets you apart is like the energy you put forth. The right people are going to feel your energy, because energy doesn't lie. So if they feel you, they're going to trust you more and want to learn more on how you can possibly help them. Because there's a lot of people doing similar things as you, but what sets you apart is you, how you show up, how you communicate, how you express yourself, how you show up for yourself, how you show up for others. That there's many things to this, but in essence, I just want to just share that, like, pay attention to what lights you up, what makes you come alive, and then you incorporate that creativity in how you show up. So, for example, for me, I do love writing. Writing, there's a level of intimacy in writing. I love that heart-to-heart connection, feeling like I'm talking to one person. But I also do enjoy video, because I'm a very visual person, and at the heart of it, I'm an artist. So I love sharing valuable content to help introverts really own their quiet voice and their fierce power to build brands that make a big impact. And in terms of how I express myself, as you've seen with many of my videos, I love style. I love expressing myself through style because that is my way of putting my energy out there in the world, like being creative, wearing vintage, surrounding myself with beauty. There's a reason why I chose to decorate my office in this way with these beautiful vintage pieces behind me and this beautiful lamp behind me that my sweetheart made, and that there's a reason why I'm very mindful and intentional on what I wear in my videos, because I want to feel what I'm wearing so I can feel that resonance within myself, so I can put that energy out there, right? So in terms of being genuine in your approach, is really about really reconnecting with yourself, right? Really trusting that what you have to say has value, and then give yourself permission to express yourself clearly and consistently in a way where people understand how you help them, and people can feel your energy, people can feel your joy, people can feel, that you are happy to share what you have to offer, because it does give you a genuine sense of joy, So I hope this Q&A is helpful for you. It's really important for me to address a lot of these topics because for me, doing this for 10 years, as an introvert, we have our own set of challenges as far as putting ourselves out there in a sustainable way. That's why I always talk about the turtle way, really trusting your natural strengths, honoring your energy and your natural pace and process, because your process needs to feel deliberate. We're not trying to push our way or force our way. We're being mindful of who we are and trusting in how we're naturally built, trusting in how we're being led to move forward in the world and express ourselves, and being okay with that and not trying to compete with other people, right? So just be okay with how you're naturally built, be okay with what lights you up, and give yourself permission to show up honestly and consistently. And the right people will pay attention. The right people will lean into you and trust that what you have to offer will serve them. So I hope this is helpful. And I did want to say that in honor of Valentine's Day, and this is sort of a love month, I felt inspired to offer some special support this month. I have 2 Turtle Way VIP Day spots available for this month. So if you need help with going deeper around these topics, like how do you navigate the online world in a way where it feels authentic to you, it feels true to you, and you're really making these strong connections with your ideal clients, and how do you really dive deeper in doing business as an introvert so you feel like very comfortable expressing like your value and your vibe in a way where, again, you attract the right people, the right community, and especially the right clients to you. I love approaching strategy in a really heart-centered way. So if this resonates with you and you'd like to go deeper and learn how to really grow your business and really doing it in an organic, authentic way as an introverted entrepreneur, I invite you to schedule a complimentary discovery call with me. You can email me at info@dawningsoul.com, or you can send me a private message. But again, I have 2 Turtle Way VIP Day spots available for this month, for the month of February, in honor of all the love we're celebrating this month. And if you have any questions, let me know. We'd love to know your biggest takeaways. And I hope that you enjoy this VDay Q&A. Next week, I'll continue my 20 looks and outlooks for 2020 video series. I hope you're enjoying that series as well. But I hope you have a wonderful Saturday, and I will talk with you next week.